right, man. Let's talk about Sam LaPorta and Jahmyr Gibbs. They might be in competition down the stretch for ROY Rookie of the Year, or Offensive Rookie of the Year. I think Jahmyr Gibbs is one of the favorites in the NFC. All right. I think overall, at least in the AFC, that's going to go to CJ Stroud, even though with the concussion, they kind of knocked him out in that Jets game of MVP discussion. He ain't been back since. So the Jets still got a good defense. You know what I'm saying? And but CJ Stroud was on the trajectory to be Rookie of the Year. All right. But when you talk about these guys, Sam LaPorta, we knew I called it. I said y'all should go ahead and bet 100 on Sam LaPorta for being Offensive Rookie of the Year. 100 at the beginning of the year would have got you 10 bands, and I just seen the connection that he naturally had with Jared Goff. You know, first it was in OTAs, t-shirts and mini camp, t-shirts and shorts camp. Then in training camp when they put the pads on, it continued to manifest. You know, and in the regular season, in the preseason, you've seen it a little bit, and then in the regular season, they just hit the ground rolling. I was against them taking a tight end because, you know, they took what's the kid's name, Eric Ebron, and they took Todd Hockenson, and I didn't think like they used those guys the way they should have been used. You know, they was using them for 5-yard time routes. But Ebron, he had his best year with Andrew Luck, and they was able to get him the ball going down the field. That's the type of tight end he is. Stretching the field, deep posts, 9 routes, corners, and they couldn't get him the football. Hockenson had that really, really good game, his first game in his career versus Arizona, and they never really got him the ball like that since. And in Minnesota, they're really using Hockenson vertically. And then with this organization with Sam LaPorta, they're using him every way as a blocker, short, vertically. He running those deep routes, he running those deep outs, you know, and all that type of stuff. And they're really finding creative ways to get him the football. And that's a shout out to Ben Johnson and Dan Campbell, who played played tight end himself. They really finding ways to get the man the football. And I think Ben Johnson was the tight end coach at one point. So to me, he's been more consistent. You know, he's on the verge of breaking maybe one or two or a few of Mike Ditka's rookie records that's been standing that long since, yes, the Mike Ditka that was the football coach of the Chicago Bears. He still has the best statistical rookie tight end season. He caught for over 1,000 yards, even back then. You know, with Jahmyr Gibbs, it was a little bit more of a slower start. I think they was preserving Jahmyr Gibbs. They was allowing Montgomery to get banged up a little bit, but when Jahmyr Gibbs got injured and came back, Montgomery was injured, he really took off. But I really believe they put Jahmyr Gibbs on a pitch count. And the only bad thing I can say about him is he got to get used to catching the football and running those routes. And once he, you know, runs those routes and catches the football, it's over. I felt that even though DeAndre Swift dropped that ball versus Chicago his first game, I think DeAndre Swift was a better pass catcher out the backfield coming out of Georgia. And I think Jahmyr Gibbs got some work to do there. But as a pure running back, and that's what you're drafting for, amazing. You know, he really separated himself when Montgomery was injured. He was healthy, and he ran the ball really, really well. And I think the more and more he get the ball, the better he get. I think him sharing the backfield with Montgomery, I think he's a rhythm back, you know. But I also think they scaled him back to preserve their investment. And I think Montgomery is good for him to save his legs for when you really need him. So, you know, in the playoffs, they really can feed him as much as possible. And I think that's going to be the next maturation for him next year, is they going to feed him the football in a multitude of ways, you know, out the backfield and as a running back. Well, I think Montgomery and him is good for each other to keep each other healthy and extend a time in the NFL. So I think he was naturally on the pitch count, but I think Sam LaPorta overall has just had more opportunities and been more consistent. But Gibbs got 2 more games to come on, and he's been coming on hot. But I just think, you know, Sam LaPorta break a record or two. He just been that consistent throughout the year. He been that consistent. He been very consistent, very reliable. I mean, Right now, defenses are kind of pinpointing on him. They pinpointing on him. And now you seeing that they got to go, and they pinpoint on Amon-Ra St. Brown. Now you seeing this opening up things for the run game. It's opening up for Jameson Williams, Josh Reynolds, Khalif Raymond. Now defenses are forcing, this was going to happen during the year. And defenses are now forcing teams to go to they alternative options. That's what's happening. Okay, you gonna throw it to LaPorta and Amon-Ra, we gonna take that away, and we gonna make everybody else beat us. But the thing about the Lions is, once they find a true commitment to the run, you have to take, have to pick your poison. Either you're gonna have to stop the run, or you're gonna have to let LaPorta and Amon-Ra get off. But the problem with that is, now that Jameson Williams is getting to a rhythm, now, Josh Reynolds going to be a forgotten man. A lot of his passes early in the season went for first downs until he got injured. I think that's affected him. It's really going to be pick your poison. It's really going to be pick your poison. Once they kind of start back committing to the run game and the play action game, I think you're really going to start to see, it may look like the San Francisco offense a little bit, because, you just got so many weapons out there. And a lot of the weapons that the Lions are I can't even say underutilizing. I don't think they're utilizing them. So, but remember, I just think from a consistency from game 1 to game 17, it's been Sam LaPorta. He's been an Iron Man for the most part. Was a little bit quiet. Was quiet last week, but like I said, teams are keen to take that away, and now they daring the Lions to run the football. They daring the Lions to go to other alternative options. And those options are stepping up. So I like LaPorta. He just been more consistent throughout the year, but he had more opportunity, but you only can play the cards that you've been dealt. But I like LaPorta, as offensive rookie of the year in the NFC. And I love CJ Stroud as just the overall AFC offensive rookie of the year. What he did in Houston is pretty much unheard of. So let me know what you girls and guys think, man. But Gibbs is coming on strong, but I think they preserving him, and I think it's smart, and they preserving Montgomery on the investment. So check out Detroit Lions Talk playlist. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. The subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit the link tree. Find me on Twitter, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal. Appreciate the love, support. Let me know what you girls and guys think in the comment section. But other than that, man, let me know who you girls and guys think is the offensive rookie in the NFC. I think it's between these two. Or if you got any other candidates, let me know in the comment section. Peace.